Hi, I just wanted to hop on here for a quick second. I had promised some people that I would do a follow up video. For those of you who do not know, a little over a week ago, I had a heart attack. Go figure. Never had that one on my bingo card for this year, let alone my lifetime. Because, I eat healthy, exercise, take good care of myself, as best as anybody can. And not that that really makes you exempt from having that issue, but it tends to put you in the more or less likely to category. Anyway, so what I wanted to do was a couple people had asked me what my symptoms were leading up to the actual event. And so that's what I came on here to talk about. It's just really quick, just those two symptoms, because with women, the typical heart attack symptoms that women tend to have are, pain in the jaw, pain across the back of the shoulders, maybe a little bit of indigestion going on, fatigue, just things that aren't like the typical heart attack symptoms that we know of, like, the pain up the left arm, the big, sudden elephant feeling on the chest, the profuse sweating, the nausea, sometimes vomiting, things like that that are associated with it. So what happened to me basically was I was out and about, and all of a sudden I just felt a very, very intense, one very strong kind of palpitation, but it was like a boom, and it was almost like somebody had karate kicked me just right in the chest, just a hard kick, bam. And it took my breath away, and for a second, and I thought, okay, that was kind of strange. And then I felt like out of it, a bit dazed, a bit confused. It's like my brain, I think, was just trying to kind of figure out, like, what was that truck that just hit us? Where did that come from? Because it literally, prior to that event happening, I had zero symptoms, nothing. I wasn't feeling tired. I wasn't feeling nauseous. I had no heartburn. There was nothing there until I felt that feeling. What followed next was a sudden rush. It felt, the only way I could describe it is it felt kind of like a rushing, like liquid, warm liquid that, went surged through first my lower extremities, like my legs, and then eventually was in my sort of torso area, and then went out to my extremities, and then up into my head. And I had that happen to me probably about 15 times before I got to the emergency room. Now, here's the takeaway, okay? For me, I did not realize that I was actually in the throes of a heart attack because, I had those two symptoms. I was a bit dazed and confused, but I was sort of like, okay, well, I'm just going to go about, whatever it was I was doing at the time and not, really worry about it. But as those surges kept happening, the funnier I started feeling. It's like I just did not feel right. There, I knew something was wrong, and I was like, you know what? I think you better get your butt to the ER. So I did, and of course, I found out, that that's what had happened. And of course, when the doctor said that to me, my jaw hit the floor, and I was in shock. And I'm like, you're kidding me? And he's like, no. He's like, but in your case, for whatever reason, and I'd like to give God the credit for this, because I do believe there was a divine intervention that happened, is that he said that my somehow, some way, I went into the throes of a very serious cardiac arrest, rather, and for whatever reason, my body pulled me out of it. And he really had no explanation. I had obviously no explanation because I'm not versed in medical, but I put it down to divine intervention. And after that, of course, I got hospitalized. I was in the hospital for 4 days. They ran tests, yada, yada, yada. And we're still currently trying to get to the root of what was the cause of this to begin with. So I will do another update, once I know more information. But as of right now, I'm home, I'm resting, taking it easy, and hopefully that's not going to happen again anytime soon. And I just wanted to come on here, one, because I promised people I would, that I know that I would provide an update on my symptoms because they wanted to know. And two, I thought by sharing my symptoms, it might help somebody else out there who might experience something similar to that or something like that. And the takeaway from this, honestly, is that if you don't feel right, if there's something that you're experiencing that you've never experienced before, whether it be a headache, stomach pains, whatever it is, just get your butt to the ER, just make sure you're okay. All right, so everybody stay safe out there, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.